black pepper enhances the absorbance absor- absor- I don't know. Sometimes it happens with me. I do not get the right pronunciation. I think it's absorption. 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 Once again, you know what it is. Subscribe to my channel. So the two items that I am making, one is turai wali dal. So it's a dal with turai in that. So what is turai? Turai in Telugu is called as birkai. In Odia is called as janni. In Hindi is called as turai. And in English it is called as rizgad. So choose whatever name you want to choose. I am going to use turai from now on. So to make the turai wala dal, uh, I have this around in my muthi 2 mutthis of dal. It could be around 2 tablespoons or 2.5 tablespoons of dal that I had soaked overnight. So this dal is soaked and cleaned completely overnight, and then I am going to put this is one big turai which is peeled, washed and peeled, and I had this small piece of cabbage. Even though I'm calling it turai wala dal, I'm going to put this also into it. Taken around 200 ml of water in this small glass. It is even less than 200 ml, I believe, 175 ml. So I have taken this little bit of water. I am not taking more water because the more water you put while boiling, it will come out of the whistle and it will spread everywhere. So better to put less water. Later you can add uh, hot water into this dal to make the consistency as per your choice. Okay. This is a tuar dal which is it has many names. It's called as harar dal, tuhar dal. In Odia we call it harad dali, and I don't know what else are the names. So it's a mix of three dals. One is the yellow dal, which is a moong dal, all in equal proportion. Yellow dal, which is moong dal, masoor dal, which is the red dal, and the tuar dal, which is the yellow dal. So all three dals I generally keep all mixed and keep. So these are that dal soaked, and now into this I will be adding 1 teaspoon of salt. It is little more than 1 teaspoon, but that is all that I will be adding. And then I will be adding 1 teaspoon of but salt you adjust as per your choice. Around 1 teaspoon of turmeric, and wherever I put turmeric I add little bit of black pepper also, because I read from some other channel I got to know that black pepper enhances the absorbance. Yeah, so it kind of enhances the absorption of turmeric benefits that your body needs. So by following that, I have also started adding turmeric, adding this black pepper powder along with turmeric powder always. And next goes a bit of oil, little bit of oil. This is very necessary because without that it will spread all over the dal. Liquid will spread all over while the whistles are coming. um, so if you add little bit of oil, this will not spread at all. That's a tip, again I might have learned from the internet only. And now I am going to put these turais. I am cutting them into smaller pieces, not too small but like big chunks. So I'll cook it along with the dal. No need to cook dal separate and turai separate. So I'll cook it along with the dal. So while I'm cutting these vegetables, I want to give another tips. The tip is the dal. We eat dal for our protein, and any protein that you cook. This information I had received from one very famous naturopath. She is all over in internet. So her name is Dr. Salini. So from her, I had adopted this kind of a change. So the idea is the way for enhancing the absorption of, again, shit. So for enhancing the absorption, for enhancing the absorption of turmeric, we add a little bit of black pepper. Similarly, if you want the protein to actually get absorbed by our body instead of just eating and letting it out of the body, we should do some special care. And there are many ways where you can increase the absorption capacity of protein in your body. One of the easy ways to cook the dal or any protein item, be it dal or pulses or even chicken or whatever protein people eat. So you add kind of papaya into it, the green papaya, not the ripe papaya, the green papaya or papita, whatever we call. Add a piece of green papita into that, and it is well known that it will let the dal cook very well, like a super nice paste. And so it helps, papita helps in boiling, digestion and other stuff, but it also enhances the protein intake in your body. And the other option is to add a small piece of supari while cooking. Basically you can eat it after eating a protein, but that is hard to chew. So you can add a small piece of supari while boiling your dal, and that also enhances the capacity of your protein, any protein item, to be absorbed in your body. And another alternate is having one or two pan leaves after your food, and that also enhances the power of the protein to be consumed in the body. So that's multiple ways. So today I will be using the papeta way. In general, I do not have always papeta with me. So for that, I have, let me show you. So for that, I have these pieces of supari with me. I have bought the half piece supari from the supermarket, and then it's a betel nut, and the pan leaves are called as betel leaves. So you can choose whatever alternative. So I had these betel nuts or supari half pieces from supermarket, and then I cut them into bigger pieces. But I will suggest you buy already cut ones, because it's definitely very hard work to make them into small pieces without having the right instrument. It took me really hard work to cut them. So I'm going to do both only. I will put two pieces of these betel nuts into this. I will throw it out later, and I am also going to put these papayas into this. I need to boil my papayas because I am going to make some what do you say, bharta or papaya chokha. So I will be making that as a side dish to my dal and turai thing. Yeah, so I added these are the big pieces of cabbage and turai which will go with the dal, and these papayas that will be boiled, and I will make a bharta of it. Okay. Along with papaya, I do not like just plain papaya bharta, so I am boiling two small potatoes into this for my bharta. I will give a little half slice in the middle and leave it there besides my papaya. I also need to put one tomato. So I am taking a big tomato, and I will be mashing it up later. So for now I'll be just giving small cuts at the back of it because I know the front of, so I'm giving small cuts at the back because I know the front one will get cooked faster, but the back one stays hard. So I'm giving small slices at the back, and I will leave it as it is. Later I will be mashing it up. So that's all. This thing is ready to be cooked up. So I'm going to switch on the gas. So for my pressure cooker, I will be giving I will be giving two whistles high flame, and then one whistle low flame. With papaya in that, it will. I forgot to add one more thing into this. So generally I add few branches of this is curry leaves. So I will be adding few stems. They are because I keep washed and cleaned in this kind of a container which has air passing through it. They get dried, which is much better than keeping them with liquid because then they get spoiled. At least if they are dried, you can crush them, or you can also make powder, or you can use directly in the chunk. There is no difference, I have seen. So this is very easy way to store your curry leaves for longer time. So I am keeping all this because I have fresh leaves as well. So for now I am keeping these dried leaves. So these stems I will put along with that. Later I will be removing the stems and only leaving the leaves. And if some people who do not like the leaves, I like the leaves because they are good for your health, they are rich in iron, they are rich in fiber, so I like them. But if you do not like them, it is by keeping like this you get the flavor of it, but you can just throw out the curry leaves. So I prefer boiling it like that. So sometimes if I have real fresh leaves, I also give during chunk little bit chopped curry leaves, or but if you have boiled, I need not to give chunk of curry leaves. The flavor is all ingrained into the dal. So it already started boiling. It is at a high speed. So now I am going to switch it. Going to cover it back and let it give whistles. is the third high flame whistle that I had. Like I shown, because I had put just few drops of oil, you do not see any kind of dal water spreading all over the cooker through the whistle nose. So this is a tip that has helped me a lot. So you can also try it. Now I have reduced the flame of my gas, and I will wait for two more low flame whistles. I was saying one, but it's okay. The more it gets cooked, it's better. So two small whistles and three large whistles. That's what I gave. But you know your dal and water better. You would all you care is your dal getting cooked. So different dal has different like if it is a old dal, new dal, or the kind of water you use, everything has impact on how long it takes for your dal to get cooked. So you do it accordingly. So two small whistles are also done. Now I have switched off the stove, and I will wait for all the hot air cooker air to go off. So I'll wait for some 5 minutes, because my cooker releases the air sooner. Some cooker may take more time, but for me it's just 5 minutes. So I will wait for that and then open it. So while the dal is getting releasing this hot air from inside, I'm going to prepare for the tadka or chonk. So for that I have this is 2.5 green chilies chopped into bigger pieces. Some remaining I have left for other purpose, and so up to you how much green chilies you can take. And this is some around 2-3 small pieces of ginger, again cut into bigger pieces. And then these are like 6 to 7 garlic cloves. I have crushed them, removed the peels, and they are just half crushed, like with my finger I have crushed and removed the peels. So these are the things I will be using for my chonk. So but I will not be using like these big pieces. The reason for making the big pieces, because I am going to crush it in this stone pistol, or in Odia we call it hemdasta. Yeah, it's a stone hemdasta. So in this I will be crushing them. So I will put them all. Slowly while taking care of that it does not spread around. I will just crush it. So this is the situation of the dal after getting boiled. So what am I going to do is I will be taking out my potatoes first, because so I'll be using this potato and papayas, green papayas or green papita, for making bharta. So they are all perfectly boiled. The papaya is not over boiled as well. So I will use this knife to bring it out. So I am taking them out. These leaves, little bit of leaves left, and then from this papaya also I'll remove the water and everything that has gone inside the dal water, leave it for the dal only. And this one also, with the help of a knife, I'm going to take it out to this. Some amount of dal has come out, so I will take them. Once they get cool, I will take them back to the dal thing. So now this is my dal. You can see these curry leaf stems are removed. So I will be removing these stems out and throwing them. and yeah, that's it. So yeah, there is one more here in the side. Yes, and you can see this peel is also almost out. So this one, these peels I will take out and again squeeze them in water, and that water, after boiling, I will add it to my dal to bring it to the right consistency. So, and then I will crush the tomato into this. So the tomato peels that was out of the tomato, I just washed it in this water, and this water I am going to there are still some little bit of peels left. So yeah, so after removing all the peels, I am going to give this water back to my dal. Okay, so my dal seems to need few more whistles. It's not yet, I'm not satisfied with the kind of boiling it has happened. Later it may get, but I prefer my dal well cooked. So I will be giving another three slow whistles and leave it as it is for when I am ready for the giving the tadka. Right now I am just preparing this tadka crushed ginger, garlic and green chilies, and once the dal is ready I will go for a run. After coming at the end, when I have to actually have my lunch, I'll be giving the tadka. Right now I am not going to give the tadka. I'll just give 3 more whistles and leave it as it is. I also forgot to mention these are the the 2 betel nuts pieces that I had put here. So after this next round of boiling, I'll be removing these as well. This is after the ginger, garlic and green chilies crushed in the stone pestle. This is what it is. And I have washed my stone pestle and kept the water here to be used in my dal to liquidate it further, so that I am not throwing it. Yeah, so let it give another 3-4 whistles in slow flame, and then I will be doing the chonk later. I will keep this crushed ones into the fridge and later I will do it. Let us see after the second round of whistles how the dal are, if they are been well cooked or not. Yeah, they are perfect. So now I will use a wooden, maybe not required, but still I will use a. So the turais are here, the cabbages are here, and these are the betel nuts that I am going to take out. This is 1 and this is 2. I had only put 2, so yeah, that's it. Now I'll just crush them with a wooden crusher. This is the crusher I will be using. So I will just crush it for some 2-3 minutes and leave it, so that everything gets well mixed, and later I will just give the tadka. Now you can see the dal is very well mixed with the turais, and they are not separate. The dal pieces and the vegetable pieces are not separate. Water, dal and everything is very nicely pasted. So I did it with the wooden I don't know what, wooden crusher or whatever you want to call it. I shown you how it is. If you want to buy, you can buy it from the supermarkets. They are available. I can give a link if somebody really wants to buy in the description box. Yeah, so this is perfect to just give chong, and the consistency is also good. I like my dal little thicker, but later after the chong, anyhow I will be adding some more water. So So far so good. Everything looks perfect. Now let's go for the run. Tadka to my dal. I've taken my iron kadai, which is very clean, and because I am using it more, it has started getting the non-stick coating in that. So let the kadai gets hot, and for the chonk, this is my all these kutti hui garlic, uh, lesun, and green chilies. So garlic. What is lesun in English? Arey, मैं भी ना पागल हूँ. So yeah, so I have this crushed ginger, garlic, and green chilies. So let the kadai get hot. You can use mustard oil, but I am in hurry to finish my cold pressed sunflower oil because I have also cold pressed soulflower oil, which I want to drink. I want to start using after this. So I put something around one tablespoon of oil. The oil I will spread it a bit. You can use the spoon as well to spread it. I am holding it with this chimta and getting it hot. So I will be adding mustard around 1 teaspoon. Then we'll add jeera. So I am not going to use any onion for the tadka, but if you wish, you can use onion as well. But this one I have decided not to use onion, just ginger, garlic. So up to you. Let it crackle a bit. Let me show you. This is how it is looking like now. And this is dal here. So it is all crackled. Now I will add my extra stuff. Mix it a bit. It is having very nice flavor. It's all splattering around, so yeah, it is done. I will take out the chonk into my dal. And in the kadai, I will add the water and that water I will add into the dal. So now this dal I am going to keep in this side and switching it on to this kadai. I am going to add this water. This is the water that I had got when I so this is curd crust or this tadka, ginger, garlic and green chilies. So that water I had, after washing that water I had kept. So this same water I am just boiling a bit, and this water I will give here. Never put normal water into any vegetable. If you want to liquidate, always boil it, and also boil and add a pinch of salt to it, and then you can mix that boiled water to liquidate your vegetables or anything. So yes. So this is good. This kadai I will use for my next item. I am bringing it here because this gas is very slow. This kadai I am keeping, and reduce the flame. The next. Alright, this one, this much water is enough. I want this to be a little thick. I do not want very much watery. And that's it. This is ready. If you wish to add some curry, not curry leaves we have already boiled. If you wish to add some dhania leaves, you can. Yeah, perfect flavor. So let it give it a boil so that the masala mixes well. I'm going to put some dhania. So I generally keep washed dhania in this kind of a cover so that they do not get spoiled. So I am going to use some dhania into this. I added some more water into the kadai. I feel like I can add little more water to my turai dal. Yeah, so after boiling it's getting more thick. That's why adding little more water will be nice. So this water boils, so I'm taking this water and mixing it again. And into the same thing. Yeah, this is now the perfect consistency. So into this now let me start cutting my dhania directly. Great. So all set, done. Awesome. Dal is ready, flavor is cool, salt is perfect. I do not eat much salt, so that is fine. and flavor is nice. There you go. Let me show you. So this is how it is. Perfectly mixed. The chonk is also nicely mixed. And at this point, if you wish, you can add little bit of bhuna hua jeera powder. Generally I keep jeera and red chili roasted and grounded, so I will add half teaspoon of that. So this is bhuna hua jeera and red chili powder, half teaspoon, more than enough. This will just enhance the flavor 10 times more. And you are done. Switch off the gas. That's it. So this is the final product. It looks so awesome and flavor is also super awesome. Go ahead and make such kind of tasty and healthy dal. So it is the final turai dal. And do like, share and comment in my video, and do subscribe to my channel. And thank you so much for watching so far. Thank you. Bye. So nice, everything has come up. So while cooking, it was not that flavorful, but now when I open the covers, and they're so flavorful. The dal is super flavorful, the bharta is again further flavorful. So I am having it with a little bit. Awesome. Oh, the dal is also super nice. The ginger and garlic pieces, and when they are coming to mouth, it's just adding that burst of taste into my mind. Alright, so I'm going to enjoy the food, and you folks cook, eat healthy, stay healthy, and once again, you know what it is. Subscribe to my channel. So that's it for the day. Bye bye. Hi friends, thank you for watching my channel. If you like it, give it a thumbs up and give your viewpoint in your comment section, and do share with your friends, and above all subscribe to my channel. See you in the next vlog. Bye bye.